What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today, story time. My brother and I were stuck on the 26th floor. Now the reason why I'm going to tell you the story is because I've learned 3 very important lessons from that situations. 3 very important lessons that helped me in calisthenics. It happened in China. My brother and I just finished a very nice calisthenics workout. I focused on handstand and pike push-ups and he just focused on kick-ups. So after the workout we went to the elevator and with us there were 2 other peoples. Let's call the one person Zoe, the other one Tyler, right? 1 man, 1 female. Tyler was constantly on his phone. He didn't pay attention to anything. You could slap him in the face and he wouldn't notice anything. Okay, just for you to know. I don't know why, but the elevator didn't stop at 21th floor where we lived, and Tyler was also going to 21th floor. Zoe was going to 26th floor, so we all went up. Tyler didn't even notice it, right? He didn't even notice anything. We went up and someone already clicked on 21th floor, but it passed it, right? 21th floor, it passed it and stopped at 26th floor. And after the door had opened, Zoe went out and Tyler also went out, but he didn't notice that it was 26th floor because he was constantly on his phone. So he got out right after Zoe. And then, right, 1 second later, he noticed, this isn't 26th floor. And the elevator had 2 doors. 1 door that faces outwards and 1 door that faces inward. He was just trying to get back in, although the doors were half closed. And because of that, the second door that faced outwards closed. And usually they have to close at the same time, but it didn't. The first door that faced inwards didn't close. So it was at that moment when we realized something is wrong because of that dude that was trying to rush back in and trying to be Hulk, pulling the metal doors outwards. No offense. Because of that dude, we were stuck.
There's this button right below the floor numbers, right? And if you press it, the doors will open.
So we pressed it. Bam, 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 bam. And ooh. And we pressed it, right? Bam, 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 bam. The second door didn't move an inch. It stayed closed. Okay? It was like a titanium wall. The first door also constantly opened. And I don't know what happened. But because of that, we thought that if we don't press this button, so if the first door also closed, the elevator will explode, literally. And then I tried to call police, I tried to call my mother, nobody. Police didn't even answer. Police, get out, please. Maybe I called the wrong number. But get out. After a while, there was this loud noise, literally, just a beep, but it was loud. And I think it was a defense. If there are people in an elevator that always press this button for no reason, then there comes a beep to let them know, get out, don't press this button. But it was our only option right there. And we also tried to connect with help center all the time, right? And I think they answered after the beep. So 5 minutes into this beep, they first started connecting with us. Bad thing, they only spoke Chinese. And I'm not the best at Chinese. So also this speaker, you couldn't understand anything. Even if it was in English, I would understand 0%. So the speaker was ass, right? And they spoke in Chinese. I can't understand anything. I cannot understand anything. So bam, my heart. Ears covered with t-shirt, right? Pressing that button, hoping that door 1 stays shut. 26th floor, fear of heights. This dude talking about some nonsense. I can't understand you. Please, help me. And finally I understand it. He said, "等啊." Boom. He just told us to wait. So now the dude finally came and he opened with some special things. And he opened the second elevator door, right? With some special equipment. In this exact moment when I heard this crack, right? Because I didn't know that someone was coming. In this exact moment, I thought, good night. I thought, literally. But long story short, he just opened the door, we sprinted out, and that's it. And now what do I have learned after this experience? First of all, most important, always stay calm and be relaxed, right? Especially in calisthenics, especially if you are, like, for example, doing handstand dip bars. Be relaxed, stay calm. In my opinion, this elevator experience was pretty intense. It was nothing near to normal elevator experiences. And there were so many factors that made it more scarier than it should be. But we stayed calm. But we stayed pretty calm, right? Even though we were pissed, even though it was very terrifying, we still managed to find a solution. We still managed to push through the pain. You are only going to make it worse if you are rushing everything or not staying calm, if you know what I mean. Second lesson, make the best out of your situation. There are many times where it rained at the calisthenics park. And if it rains, you can't really have a nice sesh. It's just for me, in my opinion. But what can you do? You can still train. You can still make the best out of it. I didn't say to myself, okay, it rains, now I'm going to stop. I made the best out of it, right? And also in this elevator experience, we did the best out of what we can do, right? We tried every possible way. We still did it. We still pushed through, even though this beep, even though the first door always tried to close, we still pushed the button. We still answered him, even though it was bad, right? I couldn't understand him. He couldn't understand us, but we still tried to. We still tried to. We still pushed through. We were in focus, right? And now number 3. Stay in focus. I've experienced it so many times, especially when I'm handstand. If I think about another topic except when I'm handstand, right? If I think about school, if I think about what I'm going to do next, while I'm handstand will always be weaker, will be not good, right? Than if I would have just concentrated on what I'm handstand. If I cross the street, even though if it's green light, I'm still going to look, right? Because to stay in focus, especially in everyday situation, can save your ass. Literally. I'm not joking. So that's my 3rd lesson. And with that, I would say the video ends. I hope you learned something cool. Let me know if you want to see more story times. I have a lot more stories than that. So let me know, write it in the comments down below. Much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and a like down below. And subscribe to the channel. And I would say double peace for you guys. Have a nice day. Cheers.